Dragondom Conquest is nearly upon us. Um, Disclaimer, I don't necessarily know a whole bunch about this event per se. I have participated in it in the past. Okay, let's be honest. The very, very first one, I gave it a shot, realized that unless you're a C40, you're not going to get a whole lot out of it, and never went back. I have heard that with changes, that there have been changes and improvements. I hope you can hear the air quotes I put around that. And it's not as bad now, but still, everything I'm telling you is based on the original event and what I have found from other sources. So, bear in mind that some of what I say may not be accurate. All right, well, let's start at the beginning. It's going to start in a little under 2 days. And here are the, I can't say this much. It is basically military expedition, in a way. If you enter the battlefield, you will be transported, I suppose, cross between Boneyard and military expedition. Let me put it that way, because you do get transported to another battlefield similar to the Boneyard, but you are faced with a setup just like military expedition, where you've got a central castle and then you've got 4 altars surrounding them in that kind of area, and then you have cursed lands around that, and then you have normal lands around the rest of it. So the rules. It starts for me. So it looks like it's actually going to start. It provided this is in local time, which it should be. It normally is. It's starting UTC December 22nd, which for me is 4 p.m. on the 21st. Kingdoms that have been open for 55 days or more are eligible to participate. We've already reached, I think we've passed 4 months, so we're definitely in. But that shows it doesn't happen. I'm not sure how many times it happens a year, maybe 2-3 times a year. Not very often. Anyway, during each event period, you can only see, now this, maybe because of switching kingdoms, you can only join one battle in each Overlord, Warden, and Apex fight. So if all the open kingdoms, all the kingdoms that can participate, will be split into divisions. Which, just like almost any other event, except for the first level of battle, there's only 6 divisions. So with over 180 kingdoms, we're talking more than 60 kingdoms per division. If you are in one division during the Overlord, and then you switch to another kingdom in another division before the Warlord fights are over, or Overlord fights are over, you won't be able to participate again. But you might still be able to do the Warden fights, because that's a different thing. Anyway. So on UTC December 22nd, for the first 2 days, the top 10 lords with the highest might in each participating kingdom in the division votes for a battle time out of the 5 options. And then on the day of the actual battle, combat will be determined based on the votes within each battle division. Which, as I said, we're talking more than 60 kingdoms. That's at least 10 players in each kingdom. That's more than 60 votes. It's going to be interesting. So don't count if you're one of those 10 and you place a vote. Don't count too highly on getting it, even if everybody in your kingdom agrees to vote for the same time, because the other kingdoms might say, nope, not doing that. Anyway, so then there's the Overlord fight. Which, as I said, is going to involve 60 plus kingdoms, because all the kingdoms split into six divisions for the Overlord fight. And then, similar to a bracket thing, sort of, those 6 pools will then be combined into 3. So, say you're in division, I can't remember what they call the divisions, but if you're in division 1, then for the Warden fight, you'll be combined with division 2 per se, and so basically doubling the potential combatants. And then the Apex fight is everybody. Now, I don't know why they say every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Because my understanding, well, as I said, might be totally out of date. The one time I participated, there was just one. It could be on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, depending on the vote. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That makes it sound like there's more than one battle on a weekly basis. So I'm not quite sure if they've changed it or it's just poor translation. You run into that sometimes. Anyway, so that's basic information. Battle, they just call it a fortress, and they make it sound like there's more than one, after capturing a fortress. But as far as I'm aware, there's just one in the center, just like military expedition. Fun bit, only the person who initiated the rally or is first into the fortress gets occupation time. So unlike military expedition, if you're not in charge, you're not getting any occupancy points for being in the fortress. As usual, if the altar is occupied by a different alliance, the altar will launch attacks at regular intervals. Now here's a fun thing. The Dragondom Infirmary. All troops damaged go to the infirmary. To the Dragondom Infirmary, which will stay open for up to 10 minutes after the event ends. Once it closes, 90% of the units in the infirmary will be healed. The remaining 10% die. If you're smart, you've seen the loophole. If you heal all of your troops before the infirmary closes, you can get them all back. So if you have enough speed ups, you can potentially do this without any of your troops dying, which is a big change from when I did it. From when I did it, it was still the same, basically the same rules as ME with 70% and all that, and it wasn't worth it. Anyway, so and then the battlefield area, there's 3 areas: the outer zone, the middle zone, and the inner zone, the cursed land. If you're in the cursed land, you can't use a shield of grace. And you can be attacked. Lords in the middle zone can launch attacks on the castles in the cursed land. I'm not sure if lords in the cursed land can launch attacks to those in the middle zone. It does say that lords in the outer zone can't launch attacks on lords in the middle zone and vice versa. So possibly, I don't know. It's again translation issues. I'm pretty sure your castle is only in danger if you're on the cursed lands. So quest, there's battle quests and an exploit shop. And then rewards. Just like being ruler, there are titles you can give, the person who wins can give out. The way they say that, the winner of each battle will receive a corresponding title for the captured fortress and can be granted an position. First of all, it should be a position, and second of all, no, that they're the warlord or whatever. So that's, yeah. Bestow, the winner of each battle can bestow the trophies from the fortress to the lords in the battle division. And then the feasts. So that's what you get from the official page in the game. Now let me switch to the Discord. Okay, and actually I probably should have asked permission before doing this. But who knows, maybe I'll be lucky and one of them watches my videos and can give me a heads up whether or not I messed up doing this. I mentioned Discord before. In fact, I have a video about why you should have it. And this is a big reason why. This is not the official Discord. This is the Jungle Guide. Sorry, I had to plug in my phone. It's fan-based. It's player-based. Run by players. And it's a heck of a lot more helpful than the official Discord is for most things. And since I don't have, as I said, it's been too long since I've done a Dragondom, this might be more informative. Now, as you can see, it's basically the same thing. You know, talks about the same stuff. You know, that's from the page. That does mention that all titles and privileges expire when the event ends. I'm not sure how, you can see this was originally done over a year ago. So I'm not sure, you know, if things have changed since then or what. Or not, you know. So just, again, disclaimer, some of this may not be accurate. As I was talking about the occupation things again. Apparently they've changed the names. Because it was called Apex in the thing. But here it says Supreme King. Or again, translation issues. Yeah, so here's where it gets a little more specific. Lords won't be able to join the event repeatedly, even after immigrating to a new kingdom. Come here, give me that one. And this is the thing about the zones again. Lords will enter the battlefield 30 minutes before the battle starts. Have to occupy the fort. See, again, it sounds like, I don't know if they're saying fortresses in the fact that there's one in each event, or if there's multiple fortresses now. I don't know. And then only the port head gets the occupation time. Longest occupation time gets the fortress. So it's got to just be one. As usual, defense troops determined by occupants' rally size. Talking about the infirmary again. And of course, altar attacks dealing damage. Yes, I like Jungle Boogie. In layman's terms, Dragondom is military expedition on steroids. So imagine fighting for a dragon and altars with your kingdom, kingdoms above you, below you, your family, your dog, and your neighbor's grandmother. That talks more about the thing. Some of the titles you might, the big titles, overlords apparently get these boosts and such. So, I mean, it looks interesting and cool. And then these are some of the wards they might be able to give, some packs, and such from prior events. And this says that it's the same 3 ways as military expedition: killing troops, getting troops hurt, and occupying a location. This apparently shows some of the quest goals. Now, the thing is that, it sounds pretty simple, but 60 plus kingdoms, odds are there's going to be C40s in the mix. And that's pretty much what this event has been when I looked at it before, was that there was a couple of C40s that fought for the center, and the rest of us just kind of watched. And, you know, I mean, yeah, it's a lot easy to get your death points, your points for getting your troops killed, but getting points for killing others, that's a bit trickier for 99.9% of us. Apparently, well, I don't know, it looks like, see, this says join the occupation of altar or fortress for 30 seconds. So that's soon. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So going over the infirmary again. You don't have to spend the points after each round. You can wait until after the Supreme fight is over, the Apex fight, or whatever they're calling it now. And then the exploit shop. And then... but the great thing about this event is the feasts. So, lords who have won the battle can host feasts during each season. You know, an overlord can host 5 feasts. Grand Warden can do 10 feasts, and the Supreme King can do 15 feasts, at least at the time of this photo was taken. Capacity and wards vary among the feasts. Lords with level 20 or higher castle can attend feasts held by players from the same territory. I don't like the way they phrase that. It should be division, because, yeah, as I said, the person who wins might not be in your kingdom, but they'll be in your division. And you can't host in the last 24 hours. Grand feast lasts 60 minutes. Deluxe feast 45. Hearty feast 30. And then they mentioned a common feast. Okay, and then Grand feast can only be offered by the Supreme Ruler. But the thing about the feast is that you can buy, the people participating in the feast buy packs. Lots of packs. And as you can see, there's a large range of packs, and it blows my mind the number of people who cough up the $100 for the big pack. Particularly since there's so many, you know, it's not like you can thank them personally or something, or even know who they are, because it goes by so fast. Now they're not quite as good as they used to be. The first one, and maybe even the second one, because even if I didn't participate in Dragondom itself, I went to the feast. They used to have hero frags in the chest, which was really awesome, because you could just get a whole bunch of those, and then in the next Alliance Showdown, kick ass on the hero frag quests. It was awesome, but apparently a little too awesome, so they took that away. It does note the packs may change with each Dragondom. And a side note that to those who enjoy buying packs at the absolute last second, don't do that. It's rude, man. There's a countdown. Just don't buy anything in the last 3 minutes. But yeah, and you don't have to buy the packs, buy any packs to receive the rewards. And when we get to that point, I will do another video. But this is the only bit I really like about the event. Though, as I said, you know, I'm going to try and participate this time, see how the rules have affected things, and maybe it'll be different. I doubt it, though, because as I said, C40s, what's the point? And yeah, so feasts may be announced. It depends on the person in charge. And, you know, that's the fun bit, being a worldwide game. It is not unknown for feasts to be held at awkward times. So try to keep an eye on... I'll show you how to look for that information when I do the video after it actually starts. And keep an eye out for announcements. And then again, try and find out how to get invited to the jungle guide. I'm pretty sure they had I swear they had a channel for feasts. Somebody did. Maybe it was the actual. Maybe it was the actual. Let's check the actual thing. The actual official Discord. Maybe it was there. Now let's take a look at the exploit shop really fast. Curio scrolls. Some sort of training cap thing. Troop gems. That's right. That's one of the reasons why I tried. I wanted to get troop gems, but I lost a full march of T10 cavalry and still didn't get enough to afford a single troop gem. So I was like, nope, not worth it. Promoters, spinels. That's all there is to that channel. Alrighty, so back to let's check out the official Discord. Somewhere there was a channel for feasts. I probably should have paused recording while I looked. Sorry. My health issues have been kicking my butt lately, so I'm not feeling very well. My brain isn't working at its best. As you can see there, but there's a lot of interesting channels. So, get Discord, get on the, join the official, and then see if you can figure out how to get into the jungle guide. I've tried inviting people in the past, but it didn't work. So, possibly I should, as I said, I really should reach out to somebody there and see first of all, can I use their stuff? And two, what are the rules for bringing people into the guide? Yeah, I'm not finding that feast thing. Maybe they might have gotten rid of it after the last one ended because there's no need for it outside of Dragondom being active. It lasts for weeks. Weeks and weeks. But last time, one of them, either the Jungle Guide or the official, had a channel for a feast where people could announce that there was a feast coming, and you could get notifications. So anyway, that's all the information I can give you about Dragondom. And darn it, this video went a lot longer than I expected, almost 25 minutes. So once again, I'm going to have to put in the tags and stuff. Not that people seem to use them. I've looked at the statistics of my videos, and most people don't watch past the first 3 minutes, which, if that's, there's so much more information than that. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling again. Apologies. Overview done. There'll be more to come as the event goes on and I learn about how it's going these days. So have fun and good luck.